Hi friends, it's Murph. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I thought I'd share with you another family recipe. We call it taco salad. I'll talk you through it. It's pretty simple. It might be a little bit different than the one you make, but my family's been enjoying this for years, and I thought I'd make it because the weather's starting to get warm here, and we're in Rumford, Maine, and it's starting to get really nice. So to me, summer salads, barbecuing, that sort of thing. So this is what I'm making for dinner. Quick and easy, especially on a work night. So let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is I normally mix it in a big bowl, mix the whole batch together. I was talking to my sister and she makes it individually, which is pretty brilliant. So I'm gonna just show you that way because I think it's a lot smarter because everything will stay fresh and the leftovers will be really good as well. So we're gonna get a head of lettuce ready. If you don't like iceberg, you can use anything else, but this is just the way the recipe goes in our family. So I want to give you a couple of tidbits. I don't know if you ever know this, but if you hit the core of the lettuce, you hit it a couple of times, this will break right out and it'll come right out like that, and then you can use basically everything else around it. So I just wanted to show you that. And another thing is if you cut your lettuce, I was going to say your salad, if you cut your lettuce and you wait a couple of days before you use the lettuce, it starts to get brown. It's because of the knife. So I usually try to break it up with my hands. That way when I eat it the next day or two for lunch, it's not really brown, just because we eat with our eyes as well. So this is a whole head of lettuce ready to go. I did a couple of tomatoes. I've already diced them up, not really hard at all. My favorite tomato to use is a garden tomato. But right now we have to settle for the store-bought tomatoes, but they have a lot more flavor. So you can use whatever kind you want, whether it's Roma tomatoes, which these happen to be, or beefsteak, whatever works for you. Okay. So the other thing, I took about a pound and a half of hamburger, and I fried that up and then I drained the fat. And to it, I added some taco seasoning. Now, you can just buy a package and read it on the back. Sometimes it says add a little bit of water when you make that. I make my own taco seasoning, so I have it right in a jar so I can just kind of grab it whenever I want. And I'll try to remember to write that recipe down for you too. It's not really hard, and it's kind of really a good staple. You can just kind of sprinkle it on. So we're gonna start assembling this, and I'll show you how it's done. So like I said, there's a couple of key ingredients. So the first time I had this salad, my aunt made it and I thought, why is this so good? I couldn't figure it out. You know, I could figure out the lettuce and the tomato and everything, but I'm like, what is that? It's Catalina dressing. I don't stray from this at all. It is fabulous. I don't know what it is, but the way it all incorporates, it's to die for. Trust me. And the other key ingredient is Doritos, because it's got some taco seasoning already in it. So like I said, normally I would put this all in a big bowl and put everything together, pour the dressing on everything, and put it on maybe like the buffet table, or we'd have it. But I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna assemble it separately like my sister had mentioned. Thanks, Denise, for the good tips. She shared a dessert with me recently, so I'm probably gonna share that with you really soon too. So I'm just gonna kind of give it a little bit of a break. Now you can do whatever you like and whatever layers you'd like, but I'm gonna add my lettuce first. To that, let's add a little bit of the beef. I've never made it with chicken or anything like that, so you could try that. I'm sure it would be great. Let's add a little bit of tomato. We're gonna add, this is just cheddar. Look how good that's looking, huh? I think I'm gonna save the chips for the last. Okay. Took me like 10 minutes to get into this. I couldn't break the seal here to pull off the little white thing underneath it. I was getting so frustrated, I didn't know what I was gonna do. Okay. And then we're gonna top it with some chips. Look how great that looks. Well, I'm gonna try it. It's not quite time for supper, but I'm still gonna try it. I haven't had this in a while. I was talking to my sister about it. That's why the recipe came up. And I was like, this is what I'm gonna make for dinner. And she's like, oh, I just made it the other day. We make it individual. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty brilliant. Oh my goodness. I can't explain. It's like the seasoning of the taco meat. Of course, with the Doritos, maybe you don't like Doritos, you could add just regular tortillas. But it's something about the dressing. It just marries it all together, and it's so great. Well, I can't wait to share this with you. I'll write it all up for you. It'll be above the video. It'll also be on the menu tab on my Facebook page, and I'll try to put a picture of it in the comments below, but sometimes it gets lost. So reach out with any questions. I hope you like it, and I hope you try it. And here's to great warm weather. Take care.